Why can't we or people see that everything is happening? It is literally symbolic and straight out of the Bible. Now, this ballroom that the principal is creating, they're making attached to the White House. Let's talk about it. Number one, I think it's interesting that it's being called the ballroom. Is it ballroom or bail? Catch it, bail. Anyway, so something came to mind. I'm thinking about Belshazzar's feast, and this happened in the book of Daniel. Just giving you a quick brief overview. So Belshazzar was a king, and he basically made a great feast to like thousands of his lords, and they drank wine before thousands, right? So the problem was Belshazzar and his court, they didn't praise Yahweh. They didn't praise the true living God. And in the Bible, they were serving old Babylonian gods. These were gods of gold, silver, riches, gods of materials. It was materials that was made in each city, right? Now, they drink wine and basically they praise the gods of gold, silver, brass, iron, wood, and stone. During this feast that they had, there was like this ghostly hand that had a writing on the wall that he couldn't really decipher what it was. So he was calling on all of these, people, psychic people and all these people to try to figure out what it was. Well, nobody could figure out what it was, so they ended up calling on Daniel. And he was offering Daniel all his riches. Daniel, like, I don't want your riches and gold. I'll just tell you what it meant. When Daniel interpreted the writing, it was symbolic to the state of doom, and that something that was about to fall upon someone or something. So it was a state of doom, like a state of judgment. Another part of the writing was that it was showing that the king's failure to basically worship the one true living God over his preference for his gold gods. And it basically was telling him that it's leading to his kingdom to becoming corrupt and decadent. Y'all can't tell me stuff ain't symbolic. The reason why I'm saying it's symbolic is because this ballroom, and when you look at like the design that they already have out for the White House, it is interesting, the tables, the chairs, but it is the coloring of the white and the representation of gold, which we know that it has that big old wonderful house has already have been transformed to tons of gold everywhere, especially in the Oval Office. We also know that the principal has a statue of himself in gold. Most of the masses are feeling and thinking these things are literal, just political politicking. This stuff is symbolic, and it is right out of a script from the Bible. God has already provided his prophetic word to us, what we will experience, what we will see. And God's fulfillment of his word is fulfilling, and things are happening symbolically. We may not feel as if we have the full thing in English, but God is showing us signs and wonders every day in this world, even with the storms that are happening, the hurricanes, the tornadoes. These are symbolic. When we look in the Bible, we know that a lot of times God used the weather as symbolic symbols as a form of judgment and many other things. There are a lot of things that this principle does that is directly correlating to Bible times, and it's all symbolic. People of God, the things that we are seeing, and this is just not, I'm not even touching the tip of the iceberg. This is just one scenario of something that is symbolic to these times, that is very prophetic, that is very much so in our faces. And if we are not seeing and hearing from God and discerning these things, we'll think it's just politics. He's just on a high horse. Absolutely not. No, these things we see is very symbolic to these times. Again, if I had to guess, I will call it the ballroom. B-A-A-L. Catch it.